What's up everyone, this is Wasim from the Tech Boys and I have a review of the iPad mini. So we have Apple's newest iPad. Even though they said they were never going to make a smaller iPad, we have the mini here. It has a 7.9-inch display with a resolution of 1024 by 768, bringing pixels per inch at 162. So this display is definitely not a Retina display, which is probably the biggest drawback or the negative of this tablet. And you can see definitely in the design, Apple removed the bigger side bezel from the original iPad and just made the top two bezels a little bit bigger. It's super thin, which you will appreciate on the mini. It's actually thinner than the iPhone 5. It's at 7.2 millimeters down from the 9.4 of the original iPad. So definitely much thinner, much lighter. It's twice as light as the iPad 3 and 4th generation iPad. And it's full aluminum. It does come with really two colors, the black, which you will recognize from the iPhone 5, or the just standard white and just regular aluminum. So definitely a very nice and thin design by Apple. I think the size of the iPad mini is just perfect. It's not too big and definitely not small. So it's right in the middle. So at the bottom we have the speaker as well as the lightning cable for charging and syncing. And on the left hand side we have our mute switch, volume up and down, and then there's the 5 megapixel camera on the back. And toward the top we have our microphone, our power lock switch, and our headphone jack. I kind of wish they put the headphone jack at the bottom like the iPhone 5. But again, it's as far as button placement, it's the same as the other iPads. Now, what is inside the iPad mini? The iPad mini has a dual-core A5 chip, 512 megabytes of RAM. It comes in 16, 32, or 64 gigabytes, and does have 4G LTE compatibility with AT&T, Sprint, and Verizon. If you wanted to go with the LTE model, it is $130 more than the Wi-Fi only, which start at $329, $429, and $529. So base model iPad is $329. The price is decent. I wish they went a little bit lower just for those other customers who don't want to spend that much. But definitely a good price point, $329. You're going to get a fantastic tablet. If you need more memory, you can go $100 more for a 32 gig. I kind of wish they went with the A6 chip, just probably for cost effectiveness. They didn't want to put too much money because it is a cheaper iPad, as well as, you know, the Retina display. Probably the 2nd generation iPad mini will feature a Retina display and an improved processor. Now, as far as software, it's running iOS 6.0. Basically, it's just a miniature version of the iPad's operating system. Since it has the same resolution as the iPad 2, all the applications that you use that are optimized for tablet use works just as well on the iPad mini, which is a great thing. If they had to redo the whole resolution of the display, it would be a huge problem for app developers to, you know, change the size of the resolution to accommodate the iPad mini. But of course, we do have Siri. The web browser on the iPad mini is great. Let's go to a website. Let's go to phonearena.com. And just using the iPad in your hand is awesome, especially with the keyboard. I'll show you guys. Your thumbs just work very well. It's just easy to type on the keyboard with both thumbs. Alright, so here we have the website loaded up. It's very smooth. Of course, iOS is always good with web browsing. It's extremely smooth to use. Transition effects are nice and easy. Again, browsing the web, just like any other iPad, it's very good. Now, there is an HD FaceTime camera on the iPad mini, which works really well. And let me show you guys the keyboard on the iPad mini. So you can see you can use it like this. So again, it's very easy to type on the keyboard. You can also do the split keyboard like that, or, you know, take into landscape mode and do it like that. And let's go into the camera of the iPad mini. Again, it's a 5 megapixel sensor, so you're not gonna see the best performance, but it's still very good for a tablet. And I can actually see people take pictures with the iPad mini just because it's smaller than the regular iPad, so a little bit easier to hold up and take pictures. Of course, you can do it in portrait and landscape mode. And it shoots in 1080p video. Alright guys, this has been my review of the iPad mini. Definitely a amazing product. The only drawback for me personally is the screen. I wish it was a Retina display. It would completely be my iPad replacement. But I am in love with my iPad mini. I just love the size of it. It's super light in the hand. I can easily put it in my bookcase or in my backpack and I won't even feel it. With the regular iPad, it does add a little bit of weight, and it's not as comfortable to hold as the iPad mini. Well, thank you guys for watching. Please leave me a comment below letting me know what you think of the iPad mini, as well as don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you in the next video.